Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Bakugou X listener. It's Rescue Mission Detention Edition by RA Day on AO3. The link will be in the description, go check them out, and let's go ahead and get into it. Moving across the street from the Bakugou residence proved an equally amusing and dreadful experience. Currently, you were leaning towards the latter. You were known as the quiet kid by most of your peers. The one sat at the front of the class, who was always diligent in your work, never taking part in the class's shenanigans. Well, that was for the most part, at least. If it weren't for a certain blonde classmate, you wouldn't have found yourself involved in his devious plan. You regretted ever coming into the boy's debt. You coughed out, still adjusting to the new depth of your voice. I'm here to pick up my son, Bakugou Katsuki. There's been an emergency. The front desk attendant stared at you with a blank look before dialing a set of numbers. You felt yourself break out into a cold sweat. It didn't help that a painful headache was forming. You were scared of heights, and damn was Bakugou's mom much taller than you. Almost there, you attempted to reassure yourself. The receptionist flashed you a look of concern before ushering you to take a seat. You wondered if she thought your condition was related to the supposed emergency you'd come in for. You probably looked like a mess right now, and you contemplated apologizing to Miss Bakugou for embarrassing her when things were done with. It was the 100th time you'd let your eyes wander to the ticking clock before you saw a tousled head of blonde hair strutting down the hallway. When the boy's features came into view, his lips took shape of a victorious grin. You might have reciprocated it if it weren't for the fact you felt like throwing up out of sheer nervousness. You quickly bowed to your homeroom teacher and offered a small apology, to which he reassured you there was no issue. When the both of you exited out the front doors of your junior high, a tension you didn't realize you were holding seemed to dissipate. Finally, there was some fresh air. When you turned around the corner, you shed the illusion and returned to your original state. It took a while for the effects of the dizzy spell to subside. Luckily, Katsuki was there to keep you from toppling over. As the two of you were walking back to your houses, your neighbor seemed to have a pep in his steps. I'm surprised that a goody two-shoes like you was able to pull it off. He smirked while letting out a small laugh. Of course I did, you retorted. One of us has to be competent. You matched his cocky expression, to which he dropped his. You were surprised Katsuki didn't chew you out for your comment. I'm still not used to your shape-shifting, he spoke. He was grimacing at the thought of how realistic your quirk was. You could agree with him on that. It was much more comfortable to be in your natural form. Besides, you actually liked your own face, which is probably what led you to reply as you did. Is it 'cause you'd rather see my pretty face? Shut up! He raised his hands to rest on the back of his head and looked up to the sky with his eyes closed. His cheeks dusted a light pink. You would have missed it if you weren't paying as much attention to him as you were. You're not denying it, he gleefully pointed out as you jumped in front of his path, causing him to nearly run into you. His eyes were looking anywhere but at you, and the blush across his face only seemed to worsen at your comment. He was so easy to rile up, and while in every other facet of your life, you would have been reluctant to tease someone like this, Bakugou Katsuki was a special exception. Maybe you would break him out of detention again, if it meant earning the same flustered reaction out of him. Alright, so I'll see you in this one. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!